Hey everybody, Hyper74 here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make your own homemade minnow traps using just 2 Pepsi bottles. I got a pair of scissors, some tape, a stapler, and I'm pretty sure that's all you'll need. Other than that, I think you should be good. So, what I'm going to say now is that I'm going to show you how to make these minnow traps, and then I'm going to show you a clip of what I was out doing yesterday with some minnow traps. So, I caught 10 minnows, I think it was, and I'm going to show you guys how to make these minnow traps, and then I'm going to explain some stuff to you at the end. But first, let's get down to the point. So you're going to need 2 Pepsi bottles to make the good version of them. I'll show you how to make a different sort of minnow trap after this. But first, you're going to need 2 Pepsi bottles for the best one that I know how to make. And you're just going to basically take the scissors. See this bottom part of the wrapper here? I don't know if you guys can really see that, but right here, you're going to want to poke a hole. Gotcha. I'm going to use a drill for this just because it's faster. There we go. And I'm going to cut right along this plastic label. There we go. So you're going to want this part of the Pepsi bottle. This part here, that's garbage, so throw that away. So you're going to take this part of the Pepsi bottle. Oh, actually, I'm going to take the wrapper off of it after you're done cutting. Oh, there we go. Take the wrapper off after you're done cutting it. Throw that away. So then you're left with this. You can put that aside for a second. Then you're going to take your second Pepsi bottle, draw a hole by the top part of the bottle. And then, like so, you're going to take that, put the scissors into that hole, and cut around the top part of the label of the second bottle. So then this part, you will need this part for the second minnow trap I'm going to show you guys, which is not as good, but it's reusable. So is that one, but this one just takes longer to set up and stuff. So I'm going to put this part of the bottle away aside now, but the minnow trap that I'm making now, when it's finished, it's going to look like this. So you guys know, I used a root beer bottle and a Pepsi bottle for this one, but it doesn't matter as long as you have a 2-liter bottle. I find is best. You could use, I used the water bottle for one. I went down and I never caught any minnows, but I was down 3 days ago with one of these ones. I caught 24 minnows, I think it was, in just a couple hours. So it doesn't take a lot of time for me to make because I'm so used to making them now. I've already made about 2 dozen, and it's pretty actually simple. I mean, I'm 13 and I can do them. And yeah, anyway. So I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna insert this part, the top part of the other Pepsi bottle we cut off. We're gonna take that. We're gonna insert that into the back of this bottle, so it looks like this. Now what I'm gonna do, just to make it easier for the stapler. You guys don't need to do this, but I like to do it so it keeps it in place better. Put Scotch tape around here to try and keep the bottle in place a bit better. Do that 4 or 5 times around the outside. Now keep in mind, you guys don't need to do this, so actually, the way I formatted them that time, I only needed 3, but I put 4 in anyway. So now I got tape in. If you're using Scotch tape like I am, it will come out after you put it in the water anyway. So all I'm doing is keeping that in place for the stapler. So what you're going to want to do then is take your stapler, put it in through here, and staple it together. Doesn't matter how many staples you put in it. And not all of them will work, obviously. That one didn't go in right. Still won't come out, but it didn't go in right. There. I'm gonna put 4. Doesn't matter how many staples, like I said. As long as you can be 100% sure that this part here, you can't pull it out. Also, guys, I don't have a bottle cap right yet because I got this out of the recycling bin. So what you kind of want to do also is have a bottle cap on the top of this one, and not on the bottom. Don't put a bottle cap inside the bottle. Just put it on the top so you can reuse it. Like I'm gonna show you guys in a second. So pretty much you've done this part. Only you can remove the scotch tape, but I'm just gonna leave it on there for now. I'm gonna put another hole in the bottle somewhere. Here we go. And that time I actually accidentally pulled out one of the staples, so the hole didn't go through right. Uh-oh. That should be alright there. So see what I did, guys? I put a little hole here, and this staple's garbage, but I put staples going around the side and keeping this inside bottle in place, so I can't pull that out right now. That's how strong this is. So then, what you're going to want to do with that hole you have, well, I got a little pencil with line on it. Take some line off. Now I'm going to use a salmon knot, and I'm going to tie this line onto the pencil. Like so. I'm tying a salmon knot. You guys can probably just, I wouldn't do a regular knot. If you're going to do that, make 2 or 3 knots in there. If you don't know how to tie a salmon knot. See? In my opinion, they're one of the strongest knots I know how to tie. So you can take that in and you can't pull it off, right? So then all you gotta do with that is you're done. Actually, all you gotta do, I put bread in here for bait because I think it works better than worms for minnows. So you slide a bit of bread in there, drop it down in the water, like fill this up with water, drop it down to the bottom, and then wait, and then come back, check on it next day or in a couple hours. And how it works is the minnow's swimming through this hole, trying to get the bread, obviously, and to the fish, the way they are, they swim around the side of bottles. Like when they get trapped somewhere, they swim around the outside of it, and they'll swim around and around in circles in here, but they won't be able to find this little hole because of the way it is, because they'll just follow the outline of the bottle. So yeah, that's how that works. And now I'm actually gonna go find, I said I was gonna show you guys how to make 2 different types of traps. One like this, so all you have to do to get the minnows out of the bottle is unscrew the cap and then just simply dump the minnows out and use them for bait. Or you could, I let them go just because I think it's fun to catch them anyway. But yeah, you could do that, you can use them for bait, whatever. You can fit fingerlings in this. You could try to put that length in there too. Use them for bait. And let's say, anyway, yeah. So this, I think, would be the better version to use for a minnow trap. I think you guys should make this one instead of the next one I'm about to show you, because I think it works a hell of a lot better. But I'm going to show you guys how to make that second one anyway. Just let me grab an extra Pepsi bottle. This little recycling container over here. So you only need 1 Pepsi bottle to do this one with. Once again, you're just going to want to drill a hole about here by that. Same as before, drill a hole right here. Keep in mind, guys, you don't have to use a drill. You can use scissors, poke a hole in, a knife, a screwdriver, whatever you guys want. Screwdriver would work good too. But technically, here we go. I'll get this out. Plastic off. You don't want to take the plastic off so the fish can see through the container and see the bait. That will attract more fish other than just the scent of the bread. So then all you got to do basically is insert that down there like that. But see, you could just technically drill a hole, tie your string on, and dump it in like and drop it down like that. Or there's another way to do it, and you just, I'm not gonna do it right now. Actually, yeah, why not? If you had stronger tape too, you could just put tape over it like on waterproof tape or whatever. I know duct tape works okay, but you can just put that over it and that'll work perfect. But another way to do it, I'm going to actually put the tape on this one, because I'm going to have to, if not, I know this will move, because I've made this one the same amount of times I've made the other one. But the other one here, this one, guys, this is the one you're going to want to make. This one's a hell of a lot better. I'm telling you that right now. I've used these ones. I get you double the minnows in that one than I do this one. And I'm not 100% sure why, but I do. And that's the truth, too. I mean, honest to God. There we go. So I'm just going to put some tape. And like before, I'm going to drill holes in through the two bottles here. And you're going to want to drill 4 to 5 of these. Oh, that didn't go through right. There. No, not all the holes will be completely symmetrical, just so you know. Oh, not with a drill anyway. You might be able to get them better with scissors or a screwdriver. Or not even a screwdriver, like a knife. There, so I got, what, 3 holes? So I'm going to drill 1 more in. So there, all you do, put your 4 holes in. And then I'm going to grab some string off my little fishing rod back here, my little ice fishing rod. I'm just going to grab some line off this. I already have some off that pencil. There, you don't need much line for this. Not for this part anyway. So what you're going to do, basically, is going to put the line in through the holes. Tie 2 or 3 knots. 2 knots in there, whatever. Just to keep the top of the bottle in place. I'm going to tie 3 in each one. I'm just tying regular knots in these. I'm tying 3 regular knots in that one. And then I'm going to cut the rest of that line off. So I don't know if you guys can see that line because it's pretty clear. But now I'm going to put it in through the other 4 holes. And this one is not very good. I'm going to have to re-drill that. Now it's back to not being very good. And again, what's wrong with you? Oh, it's okay, but there. So I'm going to put that in through there too. Tie 3 knots, and I'm just going to tie salmon on this because it's faster. Faster for me to tie anyway, because I know how to tie them off by heart and pretty fast actually. I mean, like when I'm fly fishing, I can change my fly in less than 30 seconds. Alright, so I'm going to put this in through the 3rd hole now. It'll go through. No. No. Gotta fix this hole too. Are you kidding me? There. I'm going to take my fishing line again and put it in through that hole. And then once again, I'm going to tie a salmon knot. 2, 3, 4, and an earwig just fell out of the roof. What the hell? Oh, I squished him. I swear to God, did you guys see that earwig fall? The earwig just fell out of the roof. That was kind of weird. He's dead now. Alright, so I got that last knot in, so I'm going to take this fishing line off now. Not off of the holes, but off the bottle, like cut off the access line. And I'm gonna, you notice I only tied 3 knots in there, and I only tied up 3 holes to keep this in place. Now this 4th hole you have left over, you're going to want to do the same thing that I used a pencil for on this one, and you're going to want to use that to, I forget what I'm going to say now. Oh my God, you guys are driving me nuts. So you're going to use this one to be able to lower it down and retrieve your bottle like the pencil's for. That's why I have that. So I can get the bottle down in deeper water so I don't have to reach down and place it all the time. So you can just let let it sink to the bottom. So it's going to wind up this pencil line. Yeah, so that's what you're going to want to do there. So the fourth or fifth hole you'll have left over. Like I said, you could put 4 or 5 holes, doesn't really matter. But also, what I like to do with the pencil, if I'm just carrying around my book bag, just kind of take off a bit of tape. There's no more tape left on that anymore. Put that over the pencil. Just so the line doesn't come off the pencil in my bag, I just kind of tape it on. Shove it in my bag, and then I'm ready to go. Ready to go catch me some minnows. Alright, so yeah, that's pretty much all you gotta do. And look, I could even catch a moth in here if I wanted, but I'm not going to because there's a moth on my window right now. By the way, yes, I am out in the shade, so there's no earwigs in my house. So you know. Don't know why it matters, but yeah. So boom, this is the first. This is the one I made with the A&W root beer bottle and a Pepsi bottle. I put the Pepsi bottle on the bottom, and then the root beer ones are bigger. Just because it's a bit bigger, I mean, you can kind of tell the size difference, about an inch almost, and this one's a bit wider too. So I think that one might work a bit better because it's bigger. So what I'm going to show you guys now is some footage of me, and I was using these minnow traps yesterday when I went out, and then I discovered a different way to make them, a bit upgraded. So yesterday I went out with these minnow traps to a pond that's maybe 5 minutes away from my house on my bike. And I went down with these ones, and I had the string and everything. So now I'm going to show you guys a clip of what we caught. I believe we caught 10 minnows, and this is just me and my buddy were down there, and he didn't have any bait, so I put one of those down. In the bottles, when we pulled them up, we had about 10 minnows, and he took about, I'm going to say he had about a dozen minnows in his bag, so I think we caught about 20 minnows that day. And I only showed 10 on camera because I forgot he took them at first. So I'm going to show you guys that clip now, and then after that I'm going to introduce myself again, and I'm going to show you the clip of what I'm going to catch today on these minnow traps. Because, yes guys, I am going to go down again today, catch me some more minnows, and I'm going to use these minnow traps. So yeah, that's how you make them. They're really easy. I mean, God, the tape, you don't even need that. The staples are cost what? Less than $1/4 each. And then the bottles, God, if your parents like Pepsi, then who cares? You get the bottles for free. Unless you don't like Pepsi and no one in your family does, then pretty much you gotta go buy a bottle of Pepsi and dump it out. But that don't matter, because you could use a water bottle or anything. They're only smaller. But in my personal opinion, like I said before, I don't think the water bottles work as well. Because I had one down there yesterday. The line snapped on it. We couldn't get it over the wharf without having to jump in the water, and this water's full of ducks and stuff, so don't really want to be bathing in it because it's like freaking polluted to hell. So yeah, these are my traps right here, and I'm gonna go down with these 2 and maybe a 3rd one, and I'm gonna go set them up, and I'm gonna leave them for a couple hours. I'm gonna show you setting them up, putting the bait in and stuff. I'll leave them down for a couple hours, and I'm going to pull them up before I head home, and I'm going to show you guys what I caught. So anyway, right now, here's the clip of what I caught yesterday in these traps. And I had one of these ones, but yeah, these traps work. It seemed like I think there was more in this trap, but just because we wouldn't empty it out all the time, because we'd have to retie everything. So there was less in this, but only because he took the... There was less in this because we kept emptying the minnows out, putting them in his tackle box to use for bait. So yeah, here's the clip of what I caught yesterday. So, what I caught yesterday at the pond, and yeah, here you go. Enjoy. Alright guys, so now we're going to pull up those little minnow traps, see if we got anything. So, number 1, just right here. Oh, I see the minnows in it already. There we go. How many are there? There's 1. I can't even see him on this angle because everything looks so much bigger. 1, 2, 3. Looks like, oh my god, I can't even tell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But 7 in this one. And did you get that other one yet? No, I'm pulling her in. The line popped off of it. And the small one, this idiot's lost, that I had made, and we're gonna pull this one in. God, I bet half the fish are going to get out by the time you pull this out. Maurice's. There you go. Oh my god. Yeah. Is she full? Oh, full of water yet.
Any fish?
Yeah, there's a couple in there. I think there's 2, 3 in this one maybe. Yeah, there's 3 in this one. I don't think there's anything in the small one anyway. There's 2 or 3 in there. Alright, so goodbye. Alright everybody, we're back, but here's the problem. I got bread in these little minnow traps of mine, and these ducks here are trying to take it. Get out of here! Bugger off, you. I'll beat you over the head, you hear me? Oh my god. See, here's the funny part. Whenever I have these minnow traps set down, the ducks are actually stupid enough to dive underwater and try and get the bread. As you can see, they failed because there's little breadcrumbs in the water. I'm not sure if you guys can see those. But yeah, right quick, I'm going to sit down these minnow traps, and you guys can have a little view of the pond. There, that should be good. So I'm going to sit them both down in kind of the same place. Set the bigger one down closer. So right here is where I caught those 24 minnows that day, where I just showed you where it looked like there were breadcrumbs still. That's where I caught them all. Well, it looks like they're breadcrumbs. They might be rocks, but... I'm taking a lot of line off my pencil. Just going to get the traps in a bit farther. There we go. Ooh, there's a little air bubble in it. Oh, I think I see a minnow at it already. I'm not sure. But yeah, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you guys where I'm going to set them. I'm going to set them both in different places. One where I know for a fact we'll get a couple, and in the other I won't be 100% sure. I've never put a minnow trap down here before. On the other end. But I'm going to today. See, that's the dock there. And then just a couple feet out, I don't know if you guys can see that. There's a trap right there in the water. It looks like the minnows are already starting to come around it. But look, these ducks, you know they want it, right? Because they're trying to get closer to it. The hardest part, look. Oh, looks like he's about to. And the other part, I'm just going to put off this end of the dock. Because I'm not 100% sure if there's minnows on this end, but I guess we're going to find out. So here, there's a fish right there. So I'm going to do a little bit of fly fishing today too. Because I got my rod. Yeah, so there's the pond for you guys, the other little bit. I'm going to show you guys that part while I set this trap down. Once again, I do not know if there's minnows on this end of the wharf, but I know they are on the other. So I'm just going to kind of chuck it down, see if anything goes for it. I took a bit too much line off my pencil, yeah, like I said before, I'm not 100% sure if there's minnows on this end. I'm hoping, but I can't be sure. I'm going to check this one again in about half an hour, see if there's anything in it or around it. And if there is, I'll update you guys, and if there's not, I'll update you guys, just to show you where I'm going to move it. So there that one is. Once again, just like oh wait, I think the screen got dirty because it's raining a little bit. I can't even see where I'm pointing the camera at. So right there is where the other one is, just a couple feet off the dock, maybe 2 or 3. I'm not sure if there's minnows there, but yeah, so no, if there were minnows at the trap, it looks like they're gone now. So yeah, I'm gonna update you guys in about half an hour or so, and we'll see how we did. I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I've had these minnow traps down now for about 2 hours. I'm gonna show you guys the results. Just a second. Alright. There we go. I'm gonna grab this. What the hell are you boys yakking at? I think a couple of them got out, but I doubt it. Because there's still so many in there. Look at them all. I say there's more than 50 of them in there. Boris, does somebody want to count these?
Sure.
Are you actually?
Yeah,
go ahead, try and count on them. Here, no, take them out of the bottle. If you're going to use them for bait, then take them out and try and count them one by one, I dare ya.
Too many.
Too many to count.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14.
Yeah, I'll let you do that. I'm going to go check this one at the end of the war. Alright, no problem.
Hi.
Yeah, that should break off.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot more than this, I think. No, it's not the same. It's not a bit less than this, I think.
Well, hello.
Yeah, I think we're going to empty out these minnows and then put them down again and then check.
You know what, man? You only got like 3.
Yeah, I might actually. No.
Very funny, very funny.
Alright. So yeah, we're gonna take these out or whatever, and then we're gonna put them back down, and then I'll be... But by the way, these traps have only been out for about 2 hours. So we're gonna take them up, put them, let the minnows go or whatever, and then we're gonna put the traps back down again. So I'll see you guys then.
I gotta lift them.
Goodbye. Hey everybody, we're back. Haul 2. What do you say, about 3 hours difference? There's not as many fish in it this time because, well, we caught them all. We counted them last time. There was 214 in that last haul we did. I showed you guys, and now I'm going to show you guys what's in the second trap. Once again, don't think there's near as much. No. I let them out. There you go. So you guys can get a view of them. There's 2, 4, yeah, there's 5, maybe 6 in this one. I swear to God, I sort of fish don't. Oh, it's a duck. Yeah, go ahead. Okay, so that's pretty much the homemade minnow traps, and I guess I'll see you guys all in the next video. So,
hold on.
Take care and... What? Yeah, come back.
No, get him.
Alright, go ahead. Can barely see through the water, though. Way up by.
Bring it off.
And they just dump back in.
Oh, I'm gonna catch one.
Alright, goodbye, everybody.